Hello, my name is Keith Larman. I do quality control and sword design for Bugei Trading Company. I've been asked to do a quick review of Bugei's new sword. It's called the Old Pine Katana. As you can see, the koshirai, or the mounts, are based on a pine theme. You can see very light gold pine needles in the saya. This particular sword is a 28.5 with a 13-inch handle. Handle is wrapped in brown silk. The Samekawa has been painted black to give it that sort of lacquer look. The fittings on the old pine are based on, obviously, pine needles, pine trees. Here on the kashira you can see it's a very classic design of pine, fan of pine. So come down the handle a little bit. Here are the manuki, little pine cones and fans of pines again. The fuchi and the suba, which shows a pine tree. Pretty straightforward. The shape of the suba is a little different. Somewhat unusual for a production sword. Don't see that very often. It's kind of nice to see something like that on a production sword. Frequently when I videotape and review swords, I do it in my workshop under optimal light. I decided with this one to take it outside and just show it and show what it looks like under the changing light of being outdoors. This may be a little more realistic, I'm not sure. It's just an experiment, see what people think. Here's the sword outside of the saya. It is of Shinogi Zakuri style. And you can see the very active hamon on this piece. It's very different from most conventional swords. That's because this is a very different steel with a rather unique heat treatment. Here's the kisaki. You can see it's pretty much a standard Chu kisaki, real yokate, proper turnback, burnished Shinogi-ji and Mune. I'm not sure exactly how to even describe this hamon other than to say it's sort of a leaning Choji-esque, something-esque, not really Choji, I'm not sure. It is a thoroughly modern steel, so it's a completely different heat treatment, so I don't really know what to call it. When the sun comes out, things get a lot brighter. These swords were developed to be the toughest things possible. That was the idea. James Williams has cut with these extensively in testing them out before they were ever put on the market. They are certainly tough. They don't take a set. It's very difficult to do damage to them in that way. However, it's always important to keep in mind that these are still steel. It's still a material that can be damaged, especially along the edge. You go slam it into a rock, you're going to do some edge damage. It may not result in a bent, unusable sword, but that doesn't mean you can't still hurt it. So be careful with these things. No such thing as an indestructible sword. The Old Pine was designed by James Williams of Bugei Trading. The web address is up on your screen. You can go there to find them. It's called the Old Pine Katana. Should be able to find it quite easily. It is available in multiple lengths, and you have choices of handle length as well, depending on the style of swordsmanship you practice.